one last holiday to go in 2025. New Year's Eve. Hey, friends, your old pal Barkey Dog here, ready to help you ring in the new year with a New Year's movie. Now, last year I reviewed this thing, The Eve, and boy, was it a dud. I discovered that while there are some New Year's movies, most are horror movies. Some would argue the romances are horror movies, but I digress. These New Year's horror movies all follow the same general pattern. A group of people wind up somewhere isolated for their New Year's Eve shindig and start getting bumped off by a killer. And, like The Eve, the only thing it has to do with New Year's is that's when the movie is set, New Year's Eve. Other than that, it's got nothing whatever to do with the holiday. So it's a run-of-the-mill slasher movie, pretty much. Could be set on Arbor Day. Could be set on Flag Day. Could be set on the 8th of September for all it has to do with New Year's. So this time I found one that pretty much does the same thing. Yeah. Anyway, we're talking about Ghost Keeper from 1981. Our story goes like this. It's New Year's Eve, and 3 friends are out snowmobiling, or skidooing. But that's like calling a photocopy a Xerox, if you know what I mean. Anyway, they're up from the big city staying with friends at a ski lodge that we never see. Now, one of the 3 is this arrogant lawyer dude. And then there's this cute, sexy blonde chick the guy wants to have sexy times with. Can't blame him there. And finally, the guy's girlfriend, who we'll call the smart one. She's our heroine, Jenny. See, all throughout this thing, she's the practical one. She's the common sense one. She's the one being respectful to the locals like this storekeeper here. She's the one saying, hey, maybe we shouldn't go where a sign says keep out, or go deeper into the woods, or maybe we should head back before the big snowstorm hits, or whatever, and nobody listens to her. Well, lawyer dude and sexy blonde chick drag Jenny along as they go deeper into the woods and up a trail clearly marked as private property. Then they reach a lodge secreted in the woods, and blonde lady breaks her snowmobile. So they're kinda stuck and go to this lodge for help. But for all intents and purposes, the place is closed and no one is around. Until they discover someone is around, this creepy caretaker lady. And later they find her son is there too, when he starts into murdering people. See, there were some unsolved murders at this lodge back in the day, which is why it shut down. It's implied there's a killer creature, a supernatural being called a Wendigo. It's kind of an evil spirit that possesses people, I guess. There's also this creepy guy locked up in an ice house. From what I gathered, he's actually the monster we were promised, but never really had. Can our heroes escape? Will the Wendigo win? And when are people gonna start listening to Jenny? So yeah, pretty much New Year's only gets a mention. That's about it. And the lesson here? Don't listen to lawyers. Seriously, they all would have been fine if not for him. In our cast, there are no real name brands. Most of these people here went on to either work primarily behind the camera or they quit movies and TV altogether. Like Chrissy here, played by Sherry McFadden. She only ever appeared in this one picture, which is a shame. She has some personality here and she's cute, so I wouldn't have minded seeing her in other things. And Reva Spear, who plays our heroine, the smart one. She did some voice work and other things, but nothing that really stands out too much. Again, a real shame. She reminded me a lot of Lara Flynn Boyle from Twin Peaks. She has a similar look, doesn't she? Georgie Collins, the crazy lady. She was in Lonesome Dove and she played Luke's mom in Rad, a movie I reviewed elsewhere on the channel. But Yet again, she's really good and yet didn't go on to do very much. The jerk boyfriend, he was played by Murray Ord. He did do some stuff, but mostly as a location manager. In that capacity, he worked on Legends of the Fall, Ghostbusters Afterlife, some episodes of Airwolf, and a movie I reviewed previously, The Fourth War. Probably the biggest name brand here was Les Kimber, the storekeeper. Kimber, again, was more famous on the production side, working on Superman. You know, the real one with Christopher Reeve. Who is Harry Crumb, The Journey of Natty Gann, and another movie I reviewed, Orca. In front of the camera, his only standout role was in Superman 3, where he plays a bus driver. Director Jim Makichuk only has 4 directing credits to his name, having worked primarily as a writer. He wrote this story too, his first screen credit. And that's surprising, because for what it is, this movie isn't that bad. You'd think it would be a total flop with so many unknowns or limited experienced people working on it, right? One thing that I found interesting was that they ran out of money about midway through production. But rather than just quit, Makichuk decided to just carry on and make it up as he went when he had to. This is why we don't really see the monster. Like, instead of a supernatural being, which is what he's supposed to be, we just got a guy locked up in a room or something. And some of the soundtrack was recycled from another horror movie, Prom Night. Paul Zaza composed the soundtracks to both pictures. But what really makes this picture for me was the location footage. This was all shot in a real location in Alberta during the winter, and the snow and snowstorms we see are real. It's fantastic. If they made this today, the snow would be all CGI and the environment made with green screens. Here, it's the real deal and really sets the mood. Man, I wish movies would get back to real locations like this again. Maybe Hollywood could make that a New Year's resolution or something, am I right? Ugh, I'm so tired of green screens and flat lighting and all of that crap. Here, the lodge is a real place, the general store is real, the snow is real, the woods are real. In a way, the snow itself is almost a character in the picture. So, for a low-budget horror movie, Ghost Keeper was really refreshing. You just don't see a real environment like this anymore. As a New Year's movie, this champagne has no fizz, but as a low-budget 80s slasher movie you might have missed, it's definitely worth checking out. While it needed a better depiction of this evil spirit monster guy, and maybe some more random victims to kill off, it's not bad at all. So I'm giving Ghost Keeper 2.25 paws up. You have a happy New Year's Eve, and I wish you all of the best in the year to come. Even though it looks like it's shaping up to be even worse than this year. Ugh. Well, anyway, you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.